Welcome to Bill's Bridge class, Tuesday, August 13th, 2013. Class 130, Safety Plays, Part 1. For the next 2 or 3 sessions, we're going to cover card combinations and how best to play them. In some cases, there is a clear way to play that gives you the best percentage play. In other cases, there is a decision to make depending on how many tricks you need to make. A safety play is a case where you want to assure to have a fixed number of tricks. You might do better if you need more tricks in playing another way, but a safety play assures a certain number of tricks in the holding. Here we go.
Case of the right way to play when you hold a king, queen, and jack split between two hands. Most people don't seem to notice the difference, but what you should do is always lead toward the hand with the more honors. For example, here you have king, queen on one side and jack on the other. In this case, since you have more on the left side, you should always lead toward the king, queen. Do it twice. The reason is whoever has the ace may be forced to play it at some point in time. You want him to play it after you've cashed as many honors as you can. The third round may show the ace played before that time, and you'll end up with an extra trick. So that's the way you should always play this kind of holding. One of the classic things you need to decide upon when you're playing a suit is whether you want to play for the drop or play for the finesse. And all things are not equal. If all things are equal, then we're going to talk about percentage plays, but the percentage may be different based upon the bidding or play up to this point. Let's look at a simple case. Case 1. You have 6 cards, ace, king, queen, and you can play ace, king, queen, hope for the jack to fall, or you can play 2 honors and then finesse. What's the best way to play? If you need 4 tricks, play the king and then finesse. It's the best percentage play if you need 4 spade tricks. Let's change it just a little bit and give you 3 cards. Now you have 7 cards in the combined hand. What is the best play? With 7 cards, it's a slight favorite to play for the drop. The ace and the king and then the queen, hoping that the jack will fall. There's no guarantees in life, but the odds are better to play for the drop. This is chapter 2 of the same book. Case 1, you have 10 cards in the combined hands. What's your best play? A finesse is a better percentage play, all things being equal, and remember, they're not always equal. However, if you have 11 cards, it's a slight favorite to play the ace and hope for the drop of the king. Another key question you need to ask yourself when playing a suit is whether you want to lead the honor or not in a finessing situation. Let's look at this hand where we have 10 cards in the combined hands. What should you do? You're missing 3 cards, the king, the 10, and the 8. If West has the king, 10, and the 8, and you lead low, West is going to win a trick, whatever you do. If West has king, 10, 8, and you lead the queen, West will not win a trick. So lead the queen. Here is a true safety play. A safety play typically comes up in a slam contract, where you want to play, you may be able to lose 1 trick, but you can't afford to lose 2. Here's a true safety play. Suppose you're in a small slam, and you need to make all of the spades except 1. How's the best way to play it? You're missing 3 cards, the king, the jack, and the 9. If you need 4 tricks and you can afford to lose 1, you can make a safety play. The proper play is to lead low from the dummy. If East plays the 9, you finesse the 10. If West wins, the ace will then clear the suit out because there's only 1 card left. If East plays either the king or the jack, you win the ace and then finesse the other way, going back around. If east shows out, win the ace, and then you can finesse west for the next trick. You'll never lose more than one trick. This is a true safety play. Here's another true safety play. Suppose you need 4 tricks. This is your holding. You have 9 spades between you. You're missing the king, the 10, the 8, and the 7. If you need 4 tricks, you can make a safety play. Lead low from your hand. If you need 5 tricks, you lead the queen and hope that you can pick up the suit with king X in the east hand. This next hand is not, technically speaking, a safety play, but it's a percentage play. What is your best chance to get 3 tricks, not 4? Your best play for 3 tricks is to cash the ace, then cash the king, and then lead toward the jack. The queen may drop singleton, doubleton, or be queen third on side. If you need 4 tricks, it's a little different story. Play the king and then finesse the jack. You need to decide ahead of time which way you want to. This last hand for today is more of a case of preserving entries. Let's suppose that North, being dummy, has no more entries and you need to attack the spade suit. What's the proper way to play it? You lead to the 9, planning to finesse and pitch the 5 from your hand. If that wins, then lead the jack for a second finesse. And if that wins, you're still in dummy to lead the 3 for a third finesse. Suppose that east has king fourth. If you lead the jack first and it wins, you can only finesse 2 times, and east, if he has king fourth, will stop the suit. It's simply a way to preserve entries. Pay attention to those spot cards, they are important.
Today we covered some card combinations and how you might decide to play them. Tomorrow we'll continue with more of the same. See you then.